Wayne County Commissioner Reggie Davis is dragging Detroit further into gun control, this time with a resolution that is called the Bullet Bill. It's not a character from Mario Kart. This bill will require a background check on all ammunition purchases, similar to what California already has, although they're going to be kicking that up. Actually, they're going to have background checks on all ammunition purchases at $50 a pop coming up after January of 2019. But in Detroit, this does the same thing, but it also puts a cap on the amount of ammunition that individuals can purchase. So again, you have law-abiding gun owners who are paying the penalty of the criminals. Joining me now to discuss Detroit's latest attempt to curb the Second Amendment is owner of Rick's Firearm Academy in Detroit, Rick Ector. Rick, thank you for joining me today.
Hey, Dana, my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, sir. This is really similar to what we're seeing with California. California passed a similar law, $50 a background check in California, and you're limited to 100 rounds of ammunition. What is something similar to this bullet bill in Detroit? What do these lawmakers think this is going to solve by enacting such strict regulations that only punish good folks like you and other law-abiding gun owners?
I don't think that they honestly believe that some legislation such as this would actually get something done. I think it's just a symbolic gesture. Here in Michigan, we actually have a preemption law, and this basically states that only the state legislature or the federal government can enact any laws with regards to firearms and ammunition that would be valid. This resolution was just a political statement. It was something to basically tell the public what their stance is on private gun ownership and, by extension, ammunition ownership. The idea that you can limit ammunition in one city and that, of course, would stop violent crime is patently absurd.
Yeah. How many rounds are they limiting to per purchase?
I don't think that they came out with an actual number. It's just the idea that they are actually putting a limit on ammunition, and that they're required, or they would want you to be required to go to law enforcement, to the police, as if they don't have other and better things to do than to mete out and pass out ammunition to some prescribed limits. I mean, it's patently absurd. And what would stop someone, if this actually could become law, from going to another neighboring community and buying it legally there?
Yeah, no, that's a great point. I mean, what's going to stop them from doing any of that? And that's kind of how crime always continues to happen. It's because people don't want to follow the laws, and they're going to find a way around it. They'll find a way around this bullet bill too. What is the feedback, Rick, that you're getting from people who are walking into your establishment? What are you hearing from gun owners about this? Are they concerned about this?
Well, gun owners aren't concerned per se, because we know that we have a state preemption law, and that any local law at any level, whether it's city or a specific county, is null and void. And this is basically just a statement of their anti-gun and anti-ammunition intentions. The people that I have been talking to in the last couple of weeks, they've been telling me that the resolution is patently absurd, and what's to stop someone from going somewhere else, literally across the street to a neighboring county, and buy ammunition. It's ridiculous.
Exactly. Well, we're going to keep an eye on this because there have been other states that have had similar preemptions, similar restrictions on different municipalities trying to pass certain things, or only the state's allowed to do it, and yet they end up somehow in legal battles over this very thing. Hopefully this will not happen to Michigan, but we'll keep an eye on it. Rick, thank you for what you do, and appreciate you joining us today.
Hey, Dana, thank you for having me.